Yo, what is up, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? It is your host, Galadon, and today we've got an extra large, big, huge, that's right, XL extended episode of No Cash Clash, as we are on episode 82, and I've got a lot to cover today. Not only are we going to get caught up quite a bit with a bunch of upgrades, a ton of upgrades, some epic raids, and a little bit of an insight into Galadon's daily life. I just thought, hey, it would be fun to kind of share with you how I and the Gala fam are dealing with the whole COVID thing. And I realized that, some places are starting to open back up, and I think that that is great for the economy overall. But I also think it's important that those of us that can kind of continue to stay out of the mess to make sure that others don't get infected and we don't as well. I'm going to do my best, okay? We are doing our part over here at the Galadon household, and I'll tell you exactly and show you exactly how and why. So that is an epically monstrous raid, right? That was huge. And yes, okay, so here is a bit of a relief, because you guys know that obviously I'm not spending any money on this account, but this account does use code Galadon. This account is my main Clash of Clans account, and we make sure that we have code Galadon active under the settings and more settings every time we go to buy packages, gems, or the gold pass. I wanted to thank you guys that do that as well, because I am giving back right now. It's over 50% of what I get from the creator code money, and it does not cost you a thing. It's about 5% of what you spend, they send to me every month, and then over half of that goes back to you, the viewers, and of course goes to charity giving as well. So thank you guys. In essence, hey, you're not only helping fund the giveaways, you're helping fund some amazing charities out there also. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what Galadon does to pass the hours, days, weeks, months, and time that is the whole self-isolation, social distancing thing. And what I do is I raid the goblin maps. No, I'm kidding. I don't really raid the goblin maps that much, although I've decided that I'm going to start doing this most likely off stream, because this is not the most engaging content. But you know what I do? I ride around on my boosted board, RIP Soup Plantation, I missed that restaurant. I spin on my Peloton, that's right, just about every single day, and we feed our fostered beagle Carl peanut butter and have fun with him as well. I've got another photo of my skateboard and my car coming up right after this, but this, I'll tell you right now, this is not a sponsorship. This is just a game that I also play in my spare time and absolutely love. Now, you can download the game using the link in the description and on the screen, and it works kind of like a creator code. But here's the cool thing about War Doh. I only get rewarded if you enjoy the game. And I am promising you, I am actually promising you that if you give this game a chance, it will make you laugh, okay? Asterisk, if you have a sense of humor. Okay, if you have a sense of humor, this game will make you laugh, I promise you. It is insane, it is crazy, it is not quite like anything else you've ever played, I can also guarantee you that. It is strange, a little bit dirty, yes, there are poops and farts, and, well, I'll let you see for yourself. Let's just say there's some taunts, some emotes that you wish you had in other games that you've never had until now. And so if you get a chance, play it. It is a blast. Join my clan. I am giving away gift cards for players that find me. So find Galadon for a $25 gift card. Beat me for a $50 gift card. Okay, and here I am. This is a photo of me getting ready to go to the grocery store on the boosted board. I've got the grocery store bag in my hand, the car in the background, of course, always masked up for safety anytime I go out in public. And when I say masked up for safety, I mean for other safety too. I don't know if big old Galit got the Rona. It's possible that I have it and I'm asymptomatic. So, I am just as worried about not spreading it to others as I am contracting it myself. Let's be honest, you never know. Lots of people out there, turns out, have had it and didn't know. So, all right, stay at home, alone together, social distance, whatever the hashtag is. Do it, enjoy it, and watch my streams, watch my videos. And we will continue to excel in Clash of Clans and in life together. Okay, speaking of excelling, where are we going next? Oh yeah, checking out the goblin map. So yeah, we got some gems from the reward right there. And I know you can't stop freaking out that Galadon is that big, that old, and rides a boosted board. But it's true, I do. And by the way, I'm 6'5", so when people see me coming, they get out the way. They do. Okay, so let's move on and talk a little bit more about No Cash Clash. Here's the progress base. As you can see, we've definitely made some strides, and we're getting there. We're not going to rush much. We're going to work on the lab. We're going to focus on the lab, on research potions, on getting everything that we need to farm with up to snuff. Okay, we're going to max out almost everything before we go to Town Hall 10. Maybe a few levels will be left behind, but for the most part, we're going to be very, very careful. Here are the heroes. As you can see, let's double check. Okay, yeah, no. The lab. We need to make an upgrade in the lab. We're not worried about Dark Elixir right now. That's what I was checking. Both heroes down for another day or so. So let's go ahead and hit a big, expensive 70,000 Dark Elixir upgrade. The golems go... Where's he? Let's go ahead and hit the big... No, gosh darn it. Make up your freaking mind, Galadon. I hate it when this happens, okay? So, you know, I record the... okay, fine. This is what I did, right? I went with the healers. Okay, fine. Okay, so here's the point. I went with the healers because we want to do Queen Walk, Queen Charges as soon as the Queen is maxed out. So we're trying to get the healers up there. The Queen is closing in on 30. She's still got a couple of weeks to go, but she will get there. And yes, so we'll do Queen Walks at Town Hall 9 long before we go to Town Hall 10. Don't you worry. And then we fast forward to another day. As you can see, we've got a mortar completed, so it goes on the progress base over onto the completed side. And obviously we need to do some organization over there. The whole base really needs to move because there's just less and less that needs to be upgraded. All right, Air Sweeper finally getting that one off the ground. It was level 1 for so long, and that'll be the last defense that's like super behind everybody else. So we're getting everybody caught up. We're getting everybody maxed out for Town Hall 9, and before you know it, we'll be looking at just bombs, traps, and mines, and lab. Everything else will be complete, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now, we've got one builder free right now, so as we pick up the loot cart, you can see we're, again, way ahead on Dark Elixir. So the Dark, in fact, all of the resources are pretty much going to be overflowing almost nonstop, or nearly overflowing. We're never going to be hurting for resources at this point because so many of these upgrades take so long. I think, a day and a half minimum for like the cannons, and then up to 3 or 4 days for some of these other stinking upgrades, which is just torturous. So yeah, level 7 air defense, 3 days, and yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a grind. Unfortunately, it's going to be this grind where there's nothing else for us to do. You know, if I were grinding walls, at least we could be attacking right now and going, oh man, I have 84 walls to go. Oh, I have 63 walls to go. But we don't. So, yeah. But we can. That's right. Buy research potions. This is what we will focus our lives around, is research potions. That's what I need. And we've got a couple of them actually here. So we can cut down 2 days. So instead of 4 days, 2 hours, that will be 2 days, 2 hours by the time these two research potions get done. And we always make sure that it's not going to finish upgrading in the middle of the night while I'm asleep, because we're going for max efficiency. And here we go, fast forwarding to yet another day. That's right, just like Gala on his boosted board, finger on the trigger, going as fast as we can, trying to get everything done. And then over on the builder base side, let's talk about Builder Hall 5. We're getting there. The battle machine going to level 5. That does feel good because I really feel like, unlike the heroes in the home village, once you get the battle machine around to level 5, it is going to be doing a significant amount of work in attacks. And then fast forward another 12 hours or so, and here we are back at home, looking like, well, okay, so the heroes, we've got the king coming up in less than a day, the archer queen 2.5 days to go. So what I always try to do is stagger out my upgrades. So here's a day and a half for a cannon. And that way, what we can do is have builders that come free, you know, every 12 to 24 hours. I kind of like that idea because it keeps me busy rather than having like 4 days straight where there's no builders. Then, of course, the loot is going to overflow and I'll actually just lose all urge to farm. And we don't want to do that because actually, I'll tell you this, I'll admit to something, you guys, and that is that I farm sometimes just for the numbers. And what I mean is I farm just to work on those achievements, just to try to get to the 2 billion loot max farmed at some point early in this account. Because, well, honestly, I never really did that on any other account, so it's fun to do it on the free-to-play account. Okay, here we are. Now we're working on archers specifically because We want level 10 archers. Level 9 archers, meh, not that big of a deal. But remember, it's that level 10 where you suddenly get extra troops in your camps, just like we got for barbarians. And that makes a huge difference in attacking. I can't even tell you how big that advantage is. Here, Galadon forgot that I was still working on the battle machine. Yes, okay. Having just one stinking builder over here doesn't feel good. And also remember, we've got auto on my main account and on my other Town Hall 13. So with the Autobot, we can always have 2 builders over here if we really need them. So yeah, it feels bad, man, to just have the one. Battling in the builder base, as you can see, dirty baby dragon spam, even without a battle machine, is OP. Okay, super strong against, against rushed builder hall 5s. Okay, but that's the beauty of the builder hall. Yes, you may be running into higher level players, but you're oftentimes running into a lot of players who rushed because the mantra of the Clash community is, oh, it's okay to rush your builder hall. And it is if you don't mind being frustrated. You know, you can get there more quickly, but you're going to find yourself in battles where you're just overmatched if you rush quite a bit. And the worse you rush, the worse the matches might be. And eventually you will see a point, and this happens to anybody who is above average. If you're above average at attacking in the builder hall, you will get to a point where you're matching with players who are a builder hall level above you. Yes, they are higher than you, and unfortunately, they are likely, even if they're bad, to crush you. And this is where we have to remember that the builder hall is much like CWL, and that is, it's a matchmaking, The builder hall is like CWL in that it's not a matchmaking-based system, it's a performance-based system. Okay, and that means the better you are, the higher you go, and that's the same in CWL. So you can never complain, oh, Supercell screwed us in CWL, they put us against such and such a clan with such and such so-and-so town halls. It comes down to performance, and also, of course, we have to remember that in CWL, clans can switch in and out anytime they want. They could all of a sudden drop in all low-level town halls and intentionally drop or put in their big guns and just crush everybody in their league if they've been mixing it up in the past. So we pick up the 3-star, and this is, of course, the interesting good, bad thing about the builder hall now is this whole tiebreaker time thing, right? So yes, my base is also a little bit rushed, so I anticipate that I'm going to get 3-starred from time to time. There is no worse feeling, though, than finishing your attack, putting up the 3-star, and having your opponent put up a 3-star. Luckily, this was a W in my column. I feel bad for Shade there because I'm sure that was just not fun. Okay, speaking of not fun, how about Clan Wars when you're a little baby Town Hall 9 and everybody else is 11 and up? And that's pretty much the name of the game, and use code Galadon. So I'm desperately every war looking for that. Oh, thank you. Looking for that base like this where I can pick off a 1-star win. You know, get that war loot, get that war star on the profile, and move forward. So this is kind of what I've been stuck. I try to make sure that I attack at the beginning of every war just so that I have an opportunity to get these unclaimed stars, to pick up a couple of easy victories. Obviously, you'll notice that my Barb King was awake. This was extremely rare, and I'll admit accidental. We are always trying to make sure that as soon as the heroes complete the upgrade, that they're going to the next upgrade. We're not trying to waste any time to let them down, let them attack or anything like that. I don't need their help in the attack. I can attack on my own. I'm just fine with baby dragons or whatever it might be, or dragons or Balloonian or whatever it is. I can even use Barch. It doesn't even matter because the heroes, they need to focus and get to level 30 as fast as they can. Okay, so this one maybe was a little bit more of a challenge. Also, we had the Barbarian King again. Don't know why that happens, but because, like I said, sometimes I screw up. So that's just a Galafeel. Okay, so not really that much of a challenge. As you can see, the exposed Town Hall 12. Yeah, the Tesla farm is there, the Inferno Tower, but some haste, some freezes, a rage. We're going to be fine. Hopefully. Hold on. Hopefully. There they go. We had to have a minion activate that Town Hall. Okay, we had to do that. And we got in there, the Barb King as well. So we pick up the 1-star. And, of course, you know, we're luring out the clan castle. So technically, it's a little bit of a scout. The next person to attack this knows where the Teslas are, knows the contents of the clan castle. So you're welcome, pro war players. Okay, so stinking Barbarian King. What the heck, man? Get back to sleep. 68,000, and he's gone for another 4.5 days. Man, I know that only gets harder as well because we got to get him all the way up to level 80. I mean, that's going to be I didn't just leak level 80 heroes, did I? No. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. I promise you that's not a thing. If that were a thing, I would have deleted that from the video, right? I would never leave it in, right? Right. Okay, so let's move on. We've got one more upgrade going on here because as you can see, we've done a ton of upgrades in this episode, just like I promised you, and we're not done yet. We've got another day and a half for our builder to go to the Archer Tower right there, and then we got the Archer Tower to go on the other side of the completed side of the progress base, and that's about right. All right, we're still going to need to organize things. And then back over here to dirty baby dragon spam. This time a little less of the procedure and just kind of dumping them in here. As you can see, the air bombs under construction. Remember, always take advantage of those disadvantages, and of course send in your battle machine on the far side of the crusher, because battle machines and crushers don't mix, even though sometimes it feels like the battle machine is attracted to the crusher like a magnet. All right, so we grabbed the 3-star right here, which always feels good, and this time this was fast. Did you notice? That took me like a minute. I had nearly 2 minutes remaining in this battle, so I kind of figured, and of course you watch the counter. Wait. Okay, you watch the clock count down, and you know at a certain point, if the attack is still going, that your opponent can't possibly win. Now, we did peek in on this guy, which is not something I normally do. And what do you feel like? How does it make you feel when you know your opponent is watching you? I feel like sometimes you can tell if you're going to win or not, simply because whether they stick around or they leave in a rage, it's always kind of a mystery, right? Okay, so we got that win again, 3-star to 3-star, and there you can see we have forwarded a few more days, and now we've got the healers up to level 4. So that's right, I promised you a lot of catching up has happened. Healers completely upgraded, and we're back into the lab to figure out what needs to go next. Now again, we're just mostly focusing on what I think will be primary raiding troops when we get to Town Hall 10. Probably not Dark Elixir troops. Now, the lightning spell has been behind for a long time, so we're going to go ahead and... Oh, 6 days, though. 6 days? That's torture. That's almost a week. Okay, hold on. Maybe... You know, I've had a lot of people tell me that baby dragons work on the home village. You guys in the comments have said that a lot. And hey, it's only 5 days. It's a whole day shorter, so let's drop the baby dragon and get it to level 2, and that will be, I believe, maxed out for Town Hall 9. And of course, we got more research potions. Okay, more research potion, but whatever. Okay, check out the log real quick. Rather than showing you a bunch of boring attacks of dragons or balloons of Balloonian, you can just check out the log and see how I'm doing overall. Pretty good, although ever since the big trophy drop, the 5,000 Dark Elixir raids haven't really been happening. I've noticed that's something we're lacking. Although we are we're regaining in trophies, and it's not long where we will be up at the top of Crystal once again, even though we just dropped to Silver. So there's the Barbarian King on his way to 27, the Archer Queen on her way to 25, and it's time for the status report. Extra long episode and extra trophies gained. Check this out. Up over 500 on our way back up. The Builder Hall lost a couple hundred there, though, because of the upgrades. For gems, yes, we bought those research potions that cost us some gems. Again, the heroes, you just saw them on their way up, and the gold grab elixir escapade and heroic heist, they're looking pretty good. The numbers continuing to increase, close to 500 million each. For next goals, it's all about the lab. I promise not to rush much, okay? But hey, we didn't rush the episode. Nearly 20 minutes of amazing Gala goodness. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. That means you're a true Gala fan members, and I love thinking about it. Appreciate every single one of you every single day. So stay inside, wash your hands, be kind to other people, animals, and planet. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, 20 minutes? I'm a busy man, Galadon. I don't have time for this foolishness.